السلام عليكم مشاهدين قناة بلال بوحسينة الرسمية بيلو فلوق. سابقا الفيديو خفيف الظريف نظرا لتألق اللاعب الدولي المغربي حكيم زياش. كما شفتوا اليوم قدم مقابلة رائعة وقدم جوج ديال الاسيست، وكان كاع الاهداف كانوا وراء ديالهم. وبطبيعة الحال الصحافة الإنجليزية تحدثت عليه، خصوصا قناة تشيلسي تي في اللي لقبوه بالساحر ديال لندن والملك لندن. ونخليكم مع الفيديو الصغير اللي توضح اللي تنقول لكم، والى اللقاء ان شاء الله في فيديو قادم ان شاء الله. وما تنساوش اشتراك ووضع اعجاب، والى اللقاء.
As soon as one space vacates, another player goes into that space, and so on and so forth. It's just completely like moving, a fluid movement. Tammy more often than not stays down the middle, but honestly, a pleasure to watch us today, guys. Real pleasure. And that was a performance that people will start to talk about us, maybe challenging. It's that good.
Start to dream, Jay. Start to dream, lad. No, I tell you what, you are right. You've got the best vantage point out of all of us. So do us a favour, just talk us through how good Hakim Ziyech was today.
Yes, he was special today. He and this, as I said in the show before, and the shows before this, in other games, this is the one player that I was looking forward to most because of his age, because of what we've seen in the Champions League, because of how well he did last season, what we saw it firsthand. But not just that, but how good he was, the passing, the range of passing, the selection of pass, the weight of pass. The vision, the movement. So you need the movement. I mean, I said before at half time, you need the movement in front. It's one thing of a player that can do that, but if you haven't got the movement in front, he needs the players on the end of it. And the ball he nearly finds just at the very end there where Tammy, that's there. That's not necessarily about the movement. That's him saying, go on, can you get on the end of this? I'm going to play a little chip ball in here. Can you get on the end? And he nearly does it, but yeah, I mean, what a special player. Very, very excited about what he's going to bring. And you know what? We haven't even seen the best yet because he's not up to speed. So, wow, very excited.
Zach, I could tell, mate. I could tell. Zach, let's talk about Timo Werner as well, because he was quite quiet by his standards today, but the mark of a very good striker, and we know how clinical and how good he is. But when he's had a quiet game, he gets a chance and he gets a goal.
Yeah, I reckon he might even be frustrated with himself as well, because he had a very good chance from a beautiful ball again by Ziyech, or Ziyech, I should say, where he dinks it over the keeper and unfortunately just hits the post. Mate, I think that's what kind of shows you what a world-class striker he is. Even in the day when they're not having the best of games, or they're not necessarily the guy that's taking the headlines, they still score. What more can we want from him, right? Like, we're paying 45, 50 million pounds for him, and he's still scoring, and we're going, didn't really talk about him much, did we? And he's still got on the score sheet, and he's brilliant. Like, it is fantastic to see a player who honestly, as mentioned earlier, can play just as well down that left wing as he did up front. And I think also we've got to give a massive shout out to Tammy. He's did a lot of work today, a lot of maybe kind of unselfish work, where he was kind of doing the hard yards, doing the little playoffs, winning it in the air against the Sheffield United side who aren't afraid of a physical battle. And I thought he had a fantastic game, and defensively well from corners. I saw a stat that is saying we now lead the league with most goals from corners. And then when we were defending them, we also looked really good at on that side of it. When if you compare it to last season, that was maybe kind of the other way round. So at the moment, watching us play is fantastic. And I agree. I'm kind of annoyed the international break is next week. I would have loved to see us play again.
Abby as well, first goal in Chelsea blue for Thiago Silva.